Aniket, I know driver of the day was Max Verstappen, according to the voting and all of that, which, I mean, sure, I get it. Max is a popular driver. But having seen the race in full, I think the driver of the day is someone else, Aniket. Right? I think the driver of the day is Kimi Antonelli. He started on soft tires. He took an insane risk at the beginning, and then I think he got caught up in the kerfuffle at the back where I think Stroll and Bottlett and all of them kind of hit. He took some damage, and then Kimi pit after 2 laps. I think to change his front wing or whatever, put on the hards, and then he went to the end of the race. 48 laps on the hard tires, Aniket. 48 laps, and the defense that he pulled off on Oscar Piastri, the one-time championship leader, and he's a rookie himself. Kimi Antonelli is a rookie. This is his first season in Formula One, and the defense he pulled off, and that too on a track that you know they really don't race a lot, right? I don't think any support races happen. I'm not sure. I know F1 Academy happened today, but I don't think F2 and F3 happen at Vegas. So it's not even a track that he has raced in the past, right? And yeah, this man, he just pulls off an insane defense, and uh, yeah, he had a 5 second penalty because of whatever the false start and all of that. But
Which was also again very close.
yeah, and but still, he pulled off 5 seconds on Charles Leclerc to ensure that he's ahead of Charles Leclerc, right? So no
Yeah.
podium for Ferrari.
Even after the double disqualification, it's crazy.
Yeah, but yeah, do you agree? Driver of the day, Kimi Antonelli.
Oh yeah, like from where he started, right? Going into the weekend, I had him as my rookie of the race in our
Yes,
predictions, and I thought I was going to be like very wrong because his wet qualifying was absolutely shambolic. He was
yeah,
P17, while his teammate was up in like what the podium spots. I think I don't. I think in the
somewhere in the
podium
front.
spots.
Yeah, P4, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
P3 or
So
P4. Yeah.
Mercedes. So firstly, he had a very good start. He took advantage of all the mess which was going on in front of him. Gained quite a number of spots there. And then Mercedes executed the strategy beautifully, right? They put him on the harder tire, which was very, very durable and went long. And then he also, he used his extremely young and wise head to put himself in the best spot, put himself in those sweet spots, right? We saw it in Brazil as well when he was defending against Verstappen. So he's kind of learned from that. He's applied it to his driving here as well by keeping a faster McLaren as well as a Ferrari behind him.
Mm.
So great driving, definitely driver of the day. And we've seen how Kimi's talent has grown over these past few races, right? He had a shaky start to the season. People are calling him like, maybe Mercedes put him in too early. Maybe he needs to go to Williams, and probably Carlos Sainz needs to join Mercedes ASAP and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, I
So
remember.
people are saying that.
Yeah,
And now he's very close to like getting sixth in the championship. He's barely like 10 or 12 points behind Lewis Hamilton. So be very well on the cards, and Mercedes are looking good. Qatar is going to be a cool night race. So is Abu Dhabi. Is going to be a little more cooler in the night. So
yeah.
they'll be a little more favorable for Mercedes. And
My word,
with,
Aniket, you are right. He's 15 points behind Lewis.
yeah, and with Lewis's form, like he is not looking forward to these next two races. I'm telling you. So yeah, he could get that P6 off Lewis, which is like going to be another nail in the coffin for Lewis Hamilton, unfortunately. But Kimi can go and say, I beat Lewis Hamilton in this championship, so he could do that in his first season as a rookie. So
Yeah,
yeah, man, Kimi is like he's definitely growing, and I mean, he might just be like onto Russell's tail next season in terms of fighting for the championship. If Mercedes have, or what people are saying, Mercedes have the best car next
mm-hmm.
season or best engine next season. So let's see how it pans out. And there's also one more thing from Kimi's race. I think he's one of the only few drivers to get onto the podium after starting in the what do you say, starting P17 or below. The other two
Yeah,
drivers
yeah.
are Max and
Mm-hmm.
Nico Hulkenberg. So
Wow,
very few drivers
that's
have done that. So
that's
he's just the
rarefied
third driver
company,
this season.
man.
Yeah, I mean, Nico Hulkenberg is what 36, 37 years old, lot
Yeah,
of years of experience. So Max Verstappen is probably
one
one of the best
of
drivers of this
yeah.
generation. So yeah, Kimi is definitely in that elite company as far as results this season.
Yeah, I think Toto will be feeling very happy right now.
I
He'll
think
be
this decision seems vindicated, right? The
exactly
brave call even Toto
right.
had, or the trust which he had on Kimi to get into
Oh
this
yeah,
very
absolutely. Yeah.
competitive
Hmm.
Mercedes seat, replacing probably the greatest driver in F1, and then he's doing exceptional things there at Mercedes in his first season.
Yeah, and I mean everyone kind of asked the question right at the beginning when Kimi was announced. They said, "Hey Toto, why don't you give the 2 years to Carlos Sainz and let Kimi Antonelli bed in it, like you said at Williams or whatever." And I think Mercedes only wanted to give 1 year to Carlos Sainz, right? They didn't want to give more than that,
Yeah,
and Carlos obviously wanted more years from them. And eventually, Mercedes just went ahead and signed Kimi on a permanent deal, and he got extended as well now for next year as well, along with George. So yeah, man, like you said, Toto must be feeling really, really vindicated right now with the way Kimi has shown, and he's really come of age in the last few races, right? If you look at Kimi's results, um, second consecutive podium and third for the season,
yeah.
right?
Yep.
And like 2 races he was ahead of George Russell in Mexico City and Sao Paulo, and today in Vegas he was just behind George Russell. So he's keeping up. Man, George, he's giving good.
I
Might
think he's giving George a run for his money, right?
exactly, yeah. I mean, we might see. You know, maybe from next season or the season after. What do you think? We might see like a Lando Oscar kind of situation, right? If Kimi continues his development.
Yeah, totally. I mean, next season the new regulations, right? You never know with how teams are going to like adapt to it and how drivers are going to adapt to it.
Yeah.
If like some drivers could like the regulations, some may not like it. So you go into a situation which is start from zero. So
Right.
anything can happen. George could be very well under pressure by Kimi, and that again is crucial because we're looking at Verstappen from a long term perspective as well, right? Where he will decide to ultimately bed in for his next phase three of his career, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And between Mercedes and Red Bull. So now both of
Right.
these drivers are under pressure as to who will deliver the results. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens next year. Everything is on the table for next year.
Yeah. Everything is on the table for next year, and now suddenly, for some reason, everything is table for this year. So thank you, McLaren.
Yeah, unexpectedly, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's Kimi, but also Aniket.